Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Deanna and you're watching Orchie D. And I come to you with a very small confession, but I may have gone a teeny little bit overboard with my orchid sprees in the last week. Now in my defense, I've had a lot of sleepless nights. I've had on-call shifts. They can be quite relentless actually. So, you know, like I start at 7, sometimes I don't finish till like 10 a.m. the next day. And, you know, I sleep at the hospital basically because I can get called down at any minute for, you know, category 1 cesarean, which I have to be there for within like 5-10 minutes. So, you know, I sleep in these consultant quarters, which has old patient beds and crappy like pillows, hospital pillows. And I'm always expecting a phone call, so I don't sleep very well. And I guess, you know, the combination of being tired and feeling like I've worked really hard and not being able to sleep and just general access to the internet means Deanna goes a little bit psycho and buys more orchids. So anyway, you guys are probably going to get bombarded with a bunch of unboxing videos. So this is obviously not an unboxing because I've gone ahead and unboxed these orchids already, but look at the quality of these plants. They just look absolutely amazing, so I had to show them to you. But I also wanted to just let you know, well, the Aussie viewers I have, that this orchid nursery exists. It's MNS Orchids, Max and Sue, I believe, and they're located up in North Queensland. I think they're in Serena. Yep, and Serena, I think it's near Townsville. A little bit warmer, a little bit more tropical. Anyway, they were just an absolute pleasure to deal with. So this is in stark contrast to another recent eBay experience that I've had, which is for another video for another day, but involving the Cattleya eBay seller, which became very unpleasant and a really sour experience, which I want to tell you guys about. But anyway, this is a positive review, so I'll keep it at that. But yeah, these guys were absolutely a joy to deal with. And so Max called me when I put in the order, and he just checked that, you know, I knew that the catasetums wouldn't be in nice big leafy growth at the moment. I said, yeah, no, that's fine. I appreciate it's winter. They're probably dormant. He goes, oh, good. Well, you know how to grow catasetums. And I said, yeah, well, you know, I've killed a few, so I know the principles of growing catasetums. But yeah, it was just really nice that he called and checked, and, you know, they've given this little how to grow catasetum little brochure, which I'm going to read as well. But yeah, I've grown catasetums for a year and I've had, look, some success, a lot of failures, so I'm still definitely learning. I basically killed all the small seedlings, and the main problems that I've had with the catasetums are spider mites. I burnt a couple, sunburn, and yeah, the little seedlings are just super sensitive. So yeah, I'm still learning, definitely. But it is about that time for me to fix up my catasetum collection and put them in their new homes and stuff for the next season. So if you want me to do a video of that, I'm really more than happy to. I'm going to try some new things, learn from my mistakes, I guess, from last year, but I must say that I am no expert in catasetums by any means. And I saw some recent videos from Stephen Van Kampen Lewis, and I suggest you guys watch them if you're interested in cattleyas and catasetums. But yeah, he has some excellent advice. So anyway, let's begin. I will show you these guys because they look amazing. So this is Fred Clarkiara Sunset Ridge Baker's Wine Sunset. Look at that last growth. I'm not sure if I can see an old flower spike at all, but that's its new growth there. It's obviously already starting to put down roots. I can feel that the medium's actually a little bit damp. So all this medium is a little bit damp, and it's all densely packed sphagnum, which is not my preferred growing method for especially cattleyas and phals, which are back there. But catasetums, that is definitely a growing method. However, these seem to be doing great, even though they've been getting watered. So I'm unsure whether I will repot this. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, because those roots have started digging into the media already, but if I do repot it, it'll be now or never, I feel, because I don't want to damage any new growths. This one here, same story. Look at all those roots in there that are developing. This is another Fred Clarkara After Dark SBO, and if I can find pictures, I will put them up in the corner. These guys look amazing though. Look at that bulb again, really good progression of growth. And yeah, again, I'm thinking repot now or never. And this one's already started leafing out quite a bit. This is Fred Clarkara After Dark Baker's Cheetah, which I did have as a tiny seedling, which died over summer. These roots have started coming down here, actually. I can't quite figure out if that is old or new roots. Yes, I must say I am a little bit nervous about repotting them, and I'm almost inclined to keep them where they are for the moment, but I would love your advice on what you think I should do with those guys. So this is the next one. This is Sicknochi's Jumbo Puff. And look at the leaves, they're still on there. Not a single sign of spider mites. Oh my god, I had so much trouble with spider mites with my catasetums last growing season. Anyway, this media is wet, and I wonder, I have heard that there are some people who just don't stop watering catasetums. Now I'm thinking that I would like to force this guy into dormancy. So what I'm actually going to do is repot this one into its new home and not water it. And it'll probably go ahead and lose its leaves. Again, all advice welcome. And this one, another After Dark, but black pearl, black flowers. And this one is just starting a new growth, so this is probably a really good time to repot this one as well. So look at those growths, guys. They are plump and they are looking really good. It's obvious that these guys are still a little bit damp, so I'm not sure how M&S Orchids was keeping these beforehand. It obviously worked very well for them, but that's not to say that in my environment and in my care that that's the right thing to do. I certainly don't think so. I think these guys are better off not being watered and going into dormancy. So yeah, there's a couple that I'm 100% sure I will repot. And these three which have started growing roots, I certainly don't want to break any roots, but I would really like to put them in some new media before it's too late. I don't think it's a good idea to repot these guys when the roots are really too long, but now might just be the right time. That's what I'm thinking. Next up, we've got my cattleyas. So again, I was quite specific that I wanted at least near flowering sized orchids, and these guys look great. This is RTH Young Min Orange Golden Satisfaction. Little sheath there, so that's promising. Really healthy looking plant actually, and potted in pure sphagnum there with some live moss on the top. Yeah, that won't do for my climate, so ooh, look, you can see a new little growth there, so I think that's pretty much a good time to repot, guys. So yeah, maybe I will repot that when I next get a chance. So the next one is this one. This is Jungle Gem cross with Aussie Sunset. I do believe this is a spotted cattleya, and you can see the pigment in its leaves. That is not any sort of disease. Does look very much like natural pigment, and a lot of the spotted cattleyas or the cattleyas with quite a dark pigment, especially the waxier flowers, they will produce these sorts of markings on the leaves. I find them quite cute, to be honest, but yeah, you do have to be able to differentiate them from actual disease. But this is the biggest growth. It looks really nice actually, and a little bit of swelling at the face there. Probably not quite time to repot this orchid, but it is on my list because, yeah, that is so soggy, this medium. Just won't do in my climate. I like to keep my cattleyas outside in winter, and this sort of sphagnum mix would not be good for that purpose. There's a lot of snorting going around back there. What's going on? Frankie? Frankie? Hello? Oh my god, he's such a little piggy. Frankie, look at the camera. Hello. Sorry guys, you must get sick of like me showing Frankie all the time, but he's just so cute. Like, he's just the sweetest little dog. But yeah, he snorts like all the time. He snorts like through all my videos, so I just like to remind you guys that it's not me snorting, that it's the dog. But yeah, this is the last cattleya, and this is RLC Mari's Magic Chief Satisfaction. I'd say this is near flowering size. I don't think it's quite there yet. Can't see any new growths down there currently, but I'll just have to peel these little bits back and see what's happening. Another nice healthy looking plant. And then, so I've got a couple of phals as well, and I got a species here which is Phal Gigantea Jumbo Nova crossed with Jumbo Orchids. I do actually have a small Gigantea as well, but it is nice to have one with the variety on it, I thought. So anyway, slow growers these guys, so probably still a little bit of a way from any sort of flowering. And the last one I got is this little one, which is Phal Ching Shin Smile Kitty, and I will put the flower picture up because I basically got it because the flowers look like little smiling kitties. It's got a flower spike developing, but I feel like it's in quite the need for a repot. It's in like one of those flimsy plastic pots with the sphagnum through it. Lots of roots growing over the side. So yeah, I'll repot this one almost immediately. I find that the complex hybrid phals are pretty tolerant to repotting almost at any time. Definitely when there's buds, that's probably the most sensitive time. But yeah, I find they handle repotting almost at any time during their spiking process otherwise. I mean, it's hard to say whether, you know, it would have grown more flowers had I not repot it, but I'll never know. As long as the spike continues to grow, I'm quite happy, and from my experience, most of them just continue to grow even after repotting, so they don't tend to skip a beat. So that's my little haul, guys, and there's a few more orchids coming this way, so yeah, you guys are gonna get to see them as well. And let me know if you want to see like my little project catasetum video. If you have any helpful advice on them as well, please go ahead and put them in the comments. Yeah, so for Australian buyers, I definitely recommend you check these guys out. I have ordered from them before, probably well over a year ago, but they don't have a website, and I think that's probably just some feedback for them, that those orchid nurseries with easy to navigate websites, you know, it's just an easier user experience. Anyway, they've got a Facebook site that you can check out. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more orchid videos. I hope you guys have a great week, and happy growing until I see you next time. Bye!